Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to be making a child's birthday card with the Wiggle Worm bundle from the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog with this darling stamp set and these coordinating dies. Just love it. So I've done a lot of the cutting already and some of the stamping and coloring even, but I just wanted to just show you how easily you can use these precious little stamped images to create a really cute birthday card. Okay, so let's see how we put this together. I've got a smoky slate base, cut it 4 1/4 by 11 and scored it 5 1/2, and that's going to be our card base. Okay, and then for the next layer, I decided to use tone on tone, the same color, smoky slate, but I ran it through my die cutting machine with the Subtles embossing folder, and it's just really pretty and gives it a nice background with a little bit of texture. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the base of the card, right there on the card front. Okay, if you want a little dimension, you could use Stampin' Dimensionals behind it. But if you're wanting to mail the card, it might be easier just to keep it as flat as possible. Okay, so next I have 2 strips of Granny Apple Green, and these are cut at 5 1/4 by 1/2 inch wide. And those are going to border this piece of Gingham. Now this is in Purple Posy. This one here was Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so I'm changing the color just a tad. This is 2 by 5 1/4, and I cut these thin strips so that I could use it as a border on each side of the gingham. So let me show you something here while I'm thinking about it. I purposely cut it a little bit long on these strips so that I could trim it off on the edge. Okay, so let me put some liquid glue here and try not to get too much. And then we'll take this and border it out. And I'm going to bring it down to the bottom there, and I'll trim off the top. Okay. All right, and then next I'm going to take the other side and just put a line, a thin line of the glue, and do the same thing, hopefully. I can get that extra glue that I line up the bottom. Push that in. It's about a 1/4 inch border I'm putting on either side. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit just a minute. Now I've already cut some of this grass from this die. Okay, and this is in Granny Apple Green as well, and you see that's a little long too. Well, I like to line it up along the edge there, and I'm going to put some glue, and then I'm going to cut the excess off on that as well. Okay, just like that. I'm lining it up with the bottom of the Gingham Gala strip there. And so while that's setting up a bit, I'm going to take my paper snips and trim off the excess up here at the top. Just run it along the edge of the designer paper, and it's good to go. Okay, I believe I'm going to let that sit just a little bit more, and I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm going to get a piece of Whisper White scrap, and I have the Happy Birthday sentiment already mounted, and I'm going to use some Memento Black ink to stamp the sentiment. Okay. And now I'm going to use the 1 3/8 inch scallop circle punch to punch that out. Okay, and then I want to back that with some crushed curry with a 1 1/2 inch circle. And then I'm just going to mount that over top. It's a cute little backing. And then we'll go back to our main strip of paper there while we let that sit just a bit. Okay, I think we're good to go here. I'm seeing an edge here that I want to trim off, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go along the edge of that granny apple and cut off the excess little sprigs of grass. Okay? All right. It's coming along. Okay, I'm not going to glue it down yet, but I'm just going to show you. There it goes in the center. And I have this little praying mantis, and I colored him in Highland Heather, stamped in Memento Black, and used my Stampin' Blend, an alcohol marker. And he's going to go a little bit behind the grass there on the bottom, okay? So I think I might want to use a dimensional on him. So let me try that. I used it on the sample, and I'm thinking that it might work here too. And I'm going to need to trim that out of my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, which would have been perfect for this. This is okay. I'll just give it a little trim and we'll be good to go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put him right here. Okay, and I think I want to go ahead and mount that on the card front. So let's go ahead and put our glue. And we're going to line that up and center it right here. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and position this sentiment, and I'm going to glue that down. Right there, part on and part off, which is fine. There we go. And now I have two of these little bees die cut from the Wiggly Bugs dies. There are two of them right there. You stamp and just simply cut them out with your die cutting machine. And I've already got a Stampin' Dimensional on the back, so I'm just going to position those strategically on our card front. And then to add just a little bit, I have these Gingham Gala adhesive back sequins, and I'm going to use this color here to scatter on the card, just kind of as a filler. Okay, and there you go. There's one in Purple Posy. Here's one in Gorgeous Grape. Same card, different look because of the color of the designer paper. I hope you like that, and we'll give it a try. That's the Wiggle Worm bundle from the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. Super cute. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.